Good morning, everyone. On the last turn, we did till Boatswain's speech. Boatswain says that when Gonzalo asks him that why are you standing here quietly, right? When you were swearing and speaking so much, cursing on the ship, so on land, don't you speak? Is your why are you tongue tied on land? So the boatswain says that the best news is that we have safely found our king and company. So the best thing is that we have safely found this. Boatswain is seeing the king for the first time, right? Because from the time he landed upon this island, he has been locked in the hatches of the ship and they have been imprisoned there and sleeping because of Ariel's magic and charm. So our king and company. So he says that the best thing is that we have found our king and company, and the next best thing is that our ship, which birthed three glasses means 3 hours, which but 3 hours ago we gave our split, means we gave up, we declared our ship to be split, shipwrecked. Split here means wrecked. We declared our ship to be wrecked, is tight and yet and bravely rigged. Now, what happened to that ship? That ship is nicely equipped. Bravely rigged means nicely equipped, is tight, and yet. Yet means is ready, is all set to leave for its voyage as when we first put out to sea. All the things which were destroyed in the ship, which were broken in the ship, they are back to normal, and the ship is all equipped, nicely set, tight, sails, mast, everything in its proper place, as it was when we first put out to sea, means when we first started our journey. So Ariel, aside to Prospero, sir, all this service have I done since I went. So Ariel tells Prospero that he has done all this job when he, from the time he left Prospero, right? From the time Prospero instructed him to go and fetch the boatswain and the captain of the ship, he had been doing all this job. Means he had been repairing the ship. So this is what Ariel tells Prospero, that he is the one who has done all that service in the time when he was absent. Prospero aside to Ariel. And Prospero says, my tricksy Ariel, means my skillful spirit, right? My clever, my inventive spirit. Alonso, these are not natural events. They strengthen from strange to stranger. Say, how came you hither? So now he's asking this, the boatswain, right? You is for the boatswain here, right? He says, Alonso again is even more confused because he was thinking the rest of them to be dead, and slowly everyone who was on board the ship is coming in front of him, right? So he says these are not natural events. These, I'm sure that these happenings, all the things which are taking place, these things which are happening just now, they are not natural events. They are something which is beyond natural. They strengthen from strange to stranger. Strengthen here means they grow. These events are growing. These events which are taking place, they are going from strange to stranger. Every next event which I come to know of is stranger than the last one. So they are growing in their strangeness. Say how you came hither. Then he asked the boatswain, tell me how you came here, how you were saved. Boatswain, I did, if I did think, sir, I were well awake, I would strive to tell you. So boatswain says that I would have certainly told you, sir, if I would have been awake, right? But he was all this while in a sleep, right? He was sleeping all this while. He doesn't even know how he landed to upon this place. So he says, I would have definitely, certainly tried to tell you if I were not dreaming. Means if I was in a conscious, awakened state, I would strive to tell you. So then I would have definitely told you, but because I was in a dreaming state, I was not in a fully conscious state, so still I will strive to tell you. Now I can only try to tell you what all happened to me, um, as much as I remember. We were dead of sleep, and how we know not. We were dead of sleep means we were in our deep sleep. In our deep slumber, we were sleeping, right? We were fast asleep, and how we know not. And we don't know the reason why we were sleeping so much, right? Why we were fast asleep, we don't know. What was the reason of this? Ariel's charm, right? Ariel's magic. So obviously the boatswain will not be aware of it. So he says that we were dead of sleep, we were in deep sleep, and we don't know the reason. Why was it so? All clapped under the hatches. All clapped under the hatches means all confined, all imprisoned under the hatches of the ship. I've already told you what are hatches and showed you the picture also. So normally the cargo is kept, the door which leads to the cargo, the ship. So all clapped under the hatches. So all of us were confined and imprisoned in the hatches of the ship, and we were sleeping. Where but even now, with strange and several noises of roaring, shrieking, howling, jingling chains, and more diversity of sound. So he says, and then what happened when we were in deep sleep all this while? All of a sudden we heard strange noises and different types of sounds, right? Different types of noises was heard by us, like of roaring. They heard, these are the sounds which they heard: the roaring sound, the shrieking sound, howling, jingling of chains, and more. More means more diversity of sound and more different kinds of sound. And all these sounds which were heard by them were horrifying, horrible, terrible sound, terrifying in nature, right? Not pleasant sound. They were very unpleasant, terrifying, horrible sounds heard by them. And when they heard these sounds, we were awakened, mean awaked. Then they got up. These were the different sounds which were made by Ariel to awaken them, right? Straightway at liberty. And the moment we got up, we were free, right? Earlier we were confined, imprisoned in the hatches, and we were in deep sleep. Then we heard some strange sounds coming from nowhere, different types of sounds, variety of strange, unpleasant, horrible sounds were heard by us. And then when we got up from our sleep, then we saw that we were at liberty. That means we were all free. Where we in all her trim freshly beheld our royal good and gallant ship. Beheld means look. And the moment we were free, we got out of the place where we were imprisoned. What did we see? We saw that our royal good and gallant ship, right? Our grand, magnificent, good, kingly ship, royal ship was freshly beheld. It was all intact. It was all in proper place. It was very nicely there, right? Our master capering to the eye. Capering to the eye means to eye her. To eye her means to see. And when her is for the ship, right? Her is here used for the ship. And when our master saw the ship in such a wonderful good condition, as if nothing happened to the ship, right? It appeared all new, all intact, all tight, well equipped. When the master saw this, saw the condition of the ship, that it was in a perfect condition, he started dancing to eye her. To eye her means on seeing the ship, her is for the ship, on seeing the ship, the master started dancing. On a trice, so please you. And then what happened? On a trice means in the next moment, immediately at the next moment, when we were just enjoying this, right? The sight of the ship, which was not damaged at all in front of us, while we were enjoying and the master was dancing, when he looked at the ship, what happened at that very moment? So please you. If you want to know, sir, if it would please you to hear it, then what happened that next moment? Even in a dream, we were divided from them and were brought mocking. And then what happened? The very next moment, we were divided from them. We were separated from them. Them is for the sailors. That very next moment, when we were enjoying the situation, when we were happy and trying to understand how our ship was perfect and feeling joyful about it, that very next moment, what happened? We were again divided from the rest of the sailors and the mariners and were brought mopping here. And then what happened? And then we were brought mopping to this place. Mopping means in a subconscious state, in a semi-conscious state. Means in a dazed, in a half asleep, dull condition, we were brought hither. Why were they brought hither in this condition? Because of Ariel's charm, right? Ariel brought them. Ariel affected their minds, and they were like, as if they were walking in a sleep, they were brought to this place. They couldn't resist it. Ariel, was it well done? So Ariel, when because all these people, they were hearing, they were sorry, they were hearing the details given by the boatswain. So Ariel says that aside to Prospero means Ariel whispers in Prospero's ear, was it well done? Means did I do my job nicely, right? Was my job rightly done in a perfect manner? Prospero, aside to Ariel, bravely, my diligence, thou shalt be free. Bravely means very nicely, my diligent spirit, my skillful spirit, my dear Ariel, it was perfectly done, thou shalt be free. And very soon you will be set free. You will be a free spirit. Any problem till here? Okay. So Alonso says, this is as strange a maze as ever men trod. So Prospero says, this is so strange. It is even more strange than the maze. What is a maze? What is a maze? Labyrinth, you know, where there are several paths and you get confused, right? That bhool bhulaiya kind of a thing. So he says that this is like a confusing path that ever men trod, that ever men has walked, right? That ever human beings have walked. This is the most, this is as strange a maze. So because I am not able to understand anything, in a maze what happens? You are not able to understand the correct path, right? So it is like a maze which is very difficult for humans to trot, right? To walk on. And there is in this business more than nature was ever conductor. And I'm sure that in this business, this whatever is happening here, right? Because we are facing strange things, strange situations, and strange incidents and events are taking place here. So I'm sure that they are not natural. All the things which are happening to us are more than natural. These things don't seem to me as natural, was ever conductor. So nature cannot do these things, right? This is not a part of a natural phenomena. Some other power is, some other power has got some role in this. Some oracle must rectify our knowledge. So nature doesn't conduct itself in this manner. Nature doesn't behave in this manner, right? So there are many unnatural things happening to all of us. And I'm sure that I'll have to consult some oracle. Oracles are the wise men, right? You must be knowing because this is the third time a reference of oracle is here. The first one was in Merchant of Venice, the second in the beginning, and the third here, right? So some oracle must rectify our knowledge. Some oracle, I'll have to consult some wise men who will be able to explain these things, these situations, and these events to me because they are certainly beyond my understanding, right? I am not able to understand, so I'll have to consult some oracle who can, who by using his divine knowledge, by his great knowledge, who by using his wisdom may be able to rectify rectify our knowledge, explain these events to me. Sir, my liege. Sir, my liege means my lord, right? My lord, my master, do not infest your mind with beating on the strangeness of this business. So Prospero says, my dear sir, my lord, he's addressing Alonso. He says, my lord, my master, do not infest. Infest here means trouble. Please do not trouble your mind with beating on the strangeness of this business. In thinking about the strangeness of this business, don't trouble your mind by thinking about all these strange affairs and events which you are facing upon this island or which are coming to your knowledge upon on this island. Please don't trouble yourself. Don't stress your mind with all these thoughts. At picked leisure, which shall be shortly. At some leisure time, whenever we will be free. At picked leisure means at some free time, which both of us will decide. When both of us will be free, then what will I do? Which shall be shortly, which will soon happen, right? At some chosen, picked leisure means chosen leisure, right? some leisure which is chosen by, some free time which is chosen by both of us, which shall be shortly, which I'm sure we'll get very soon. We'll get such time, we'll get some free time for ourselves. Single, I'll resolve you, which to you shall seem probable. Then I will resolve all your doubts. I'll explain all your doubts. I will clarify all your doubts, right? Means I'll explain you each and every event and incident which you saw or which happened to you upon this island. I'll clear all your doubts and queries which to you shall seem probable. And I'm sure that when I'll explain you, the things will seem probable, means believable to you, right? Will definitely satisfy your curiosity, right? Then of every these happened incidents, all these incidents which happened to you on this island, right? To you people on this island, at some leisure time, at some free time, once I will offer explanation to you, then I am sure your curiosity will be satisfied. You will feel relaxed. Till when? Be cheerful and think of each thing then. And till when means till that time, till the time we get some free time and I get an opportunity to explain these things to you. Till that time, I request you to be cheerful. Please be happy and think of each thing well. And think good about everything, right? Think that everything which happened to you is for your interest, is favorable to you, right? Don't think about anything as against you or anything which will harm you, because there is nothing, no incident which will harm you or which will try to cause some damage to you. So till that time, you should have a favorable opinion about all the incidents and the events which are taking place. Think of them in a favorable manner, right? Aside to Ariel. And then Prospero speaks to Ariel, come hither, spirit, come here, spirit. Set Caliban and his companions free. Go and set. You remember Caliban and his companions, they were taken as prisoners when they tried to hatch a conspiracy against Prospero, conspiracy to kill Prospero. And then what did Ariel do? Ariel and Prospero, along with different spirits, they were chased. The spirits, they transformed themselves into hounds and dogs, and then they chased these people. And finally, they were taken prisoners by Ariel, tortured and taken prisoners by Ariel and Prospero. So now Prospero instructs Ariel to set Caliban and his companions free. Untie the spell. How fares my gracious sir? And then he says to Ariel to untie the spell, means remove the magic spell, right? They are also under some magic spell. Their minds are also under some magic spell of Ariel. And so he asks Ariel to remove the magic spell and set them free. Set these three people, that is Caliban, Stephano, and Trinculo, free. How fares my gracious lord? So then he asks, and then Ariel goes. Prospero further asks Prospero, how are you feeling now, my gracious sir? How are you feeling now? Right? Are you okay? There are yet missings of your company. Some few odd lads that you remember. So he says, now you have met the rest of them who were with you on the ship, but still there are some people who are missing from your company, right? Still you have not come across few men who were along with you in the ship. Few people are still missing from your group, and some few odd lads that you remember now, which you seem to have forgotten about. There are some few young lads, right? Few men whom you seem to have forgotten about. He is talking about whom is he talking? Can anyone answer?
Caliban, and Stephano.
Caliban was not.
Caliban and company.
Caliban was not. These some few odd lads. Alonso doesn't know.
Trinculo and
Stephano.
Who were missing from their company? Stephano and Trinculo. Caliban was not a part of their company. Caliban joined their company when they landed upon this island. And Alonso is completely unaware of Caliban. He has never met Caliban. right? So few odd lads are Stefano and Trinculo. Re-enter Ariel driving in Caliban, Stefano and Trinculo in their stolen apparel. So you remember they stole the apparel, the gaudy garments, the shiny, glamorous garments of Prospero were hung on the line, on line of the lime tree, right? The string tied to the lime tree. They were hung there by Ariel. And then they were so much attracted, these three people who were in a drunken state, in inebriated state, they were attracted to those garments and they stole those garments. So, and then they wore those garments. And then, so all three of them came dressed in those stolen garments of Prospero. Stefano, every man shift for all the rest, and let no man take care of himself. For all is but fortune. Coraggio, bully monster, coraggio. Right? He says, now see, again, they are still not back to their senses. Where Ariel has taken away the magic spell, but still they were in a drunken state, which Ariel cannot remove. Right? So they are out of the magic spell, but still under the influence of alcohol. Right? So Stefano says, every man shift for all the rest. Shift for all the rest means every man is supposed to take care of all the rest. Means you're not supposed to only take care of yourself, rather you should take care of one another. Let no man take care of himself. Means you should not only take care of yourself, but think about others also. Right? So no one must take care of himself alone, but take care of others. For all is but fortune. Why? Because everything depends upon fortune. Right? See, the things which he will talk will not make sense. Why? Because he is simply blabbering senseless things as he is in an intoxicated state. Coraggio, bully monster, coraggio. So then he says to Caliban, have courage, be brave. Monster, be brave. Right? Trinculo, if these be true spies, which I wear in my head, here's a good sight. Spies here means eyes, right? The meaning of the spies here is eyes. If these be true eyes. Now Trinculo says, if my eyes are real, the eyes which are fixed to my head, I wear in my head means which are fixed to my head. The eyes which I have in my head, if they are real eyes, right? If they are not just an illusion, and the sight which I am seeing is a good one, then in that case, I am seeing a wonderful sight, a wonderful, splendid sight in front of me. Caliban, oh Citybos, these be brave spirits indeed. Now see, Caliban also changes, right? Why? Because he knows that Prospero will definitely give a very harsh punishment to him. He's not to be spared by Prospero. And so he says, oh Citybos. Citybos was the master of, or the god of, you can say, Sycorax, right? So he is swearing on Citybos. Caliban says, oh Citybos, these be brave spirits indeed. Oh, these are certainly wonderful spirits. They are certainly wonderful, splendid, great spirits in front of me. So such wonderful creatures in front of me. How fine my master. Oh, my master, how are you? You are such a great person. My master is a fine man. He's talking about Prospero here, right? He starts praising Prospero because he knows that he will be punished, right? So he starts speaking good things about Prospero because he knows that his plan has been foiled. They have been defeated, captured by Prospero. And now if he dares to speak a word against him, he will be badly tormented and punished. And so he says, how fine my master is. Oh, my master is looking so wonderful. He's such a fine man. He's a great master. I'm afraid he will chastise me. And then that is what he says. And now I'm scared he will definitely punish me. Sebastian, haha. Now see, Sebastian and Antonio are seeing Caliban. Caliban appeared to be strange and ugly creature. So they have never seen a creature like Caliban in the past, right? They are seeing him for the first time. So this makes them laugh. Sebastian says, haha, what things are these, my lord Antonio? Will money buy them? So he says, haha, see, what is this? What is this? A strange creature. My lord Antonio, what is this? A strange creature. Can we buy this creature for money? Right? Can we purchase this creature for money in exchange of money? Will we get this creature? He looks to be strange and funny. Antonio, very like one of them, is a plain fish and no doubt marketable. So he says, yes, I'm sure that money should be able to buy it. Is a plain fish. He looks like a fish and no doubt. And there is no doubt that he must be saleable also and we can buy him. Any problem till here? Prospero says, mark but the badges of these men, my lord. So then he says, he's addressing everyone who is standing there. And he says, just take a note. Just have a look at their clothes, my lord. Right? Please look at their clothes. Then say if they be true. And then after having a careful look at their clothes, please tell me if they are really honest men, if they are really true and honest people or not. This misshapen name. His mother was a witch. Then he's talking about Caliban. This misshapen means this ugly, deformed creature whose mother was a witch, who is the son of a witch. And one so strong that could control the moon. And she was so strong. His mother was a witch and she was such a strong witch, such a powerful witch that she could control the moon, make flows and ebbs. Flow means moving forward, ebb means coming back, retreating, right? And deal in her command without her power. She can without possessing the powers of the moon. See, moon is considered to be responsible for the ebb and flow in the sea. Right? The waves rising high and coming back. The tides which take place in the sea, they take place because of the moon. Right? So Sycorax, Prospero is telling that Sycorax was such a powerful witch that she can control the movement of the waves in the sea. She could control the tides of the sea without actually possessing the power of the moon. Right? These three have robbed me. And so he further says that these three people, that is Trinculo, Stephano, and Caliban, they have robbed my garments. And this semi-devil, for he is a bastard one. So he says that this semi-devil, half human, this is strange, ugly, deformed creature, right? Again, this is an address to Caliban. For he is a bastard now, who is an illegitimate child, has plotted with them to take my life. These three, they conspired, they plotted to take my life. They plotted to murder me. Two of these fellows you must know and know. And I'm sure that you must be knowing two of these fellows, though you are unacquainted to Caliban. Caliban is someone whom you have never seen. So two of these, this group of three, from this group of three, you must be knowing two of them and you should take their responsibility because they belong to you. They are from your side, right? They are your subjects, so you should take the responsibility of these two. That is Stephano and Trinculo. This thing of darkness, I acknowledge mine. And this dark, ugly creature, right? This deformed, horrible creature, I acknowledge mine. I am ready to admit him as mine, right? He belongs to me, right? He is my servant and the rest of the two are yours. So you should take the responsibility of their deeds. Caliban, I shall be pinched with. Now Caliban is sure that he will be tortured by Prospero and he says, I'm sure now he is going to send the spirits and pinch me and the spirits will pinch me so much that I'll die. Is not this Stephano, my drunken butler? Now Alonso recognizes Stephano. He says, is this not Stephano? I feel that this is Stephano, my drunken butler, right? Sebastian, he is drunk now. Where had he wine? So till now they were searching for wine, no? Because several times Sebastian and Antonio referred to wine, that you will not get wine on this island and all these things. They were making a reference to wine. They were missing wine so much. So Stefano says, he is in a drunken state at the present moment. From where did he get wine on this island? Alonso. And Trinculo is reeling right. And Trinculo is also almost red, right? When you take a lot of alcohol, you turn red. So he is also staggering and almost out of his senses because of too much reeling. Reeling means moving here and there. Where should they find this grand liquor that had gilded them, right? So where did they find this liquor which had such a strong effect on them, right? Because of which they are behaving in such a strange manner. From where did they find this liquor? From where did they get this wine? Under whose influence they are behaving like staggering and reeling here and there. How camest thou in this pickle? Pickle means a mess, right? So how did you land yourself in such a terrible situation, in such a mess? He wants to know. Trinculo says, I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last, that I fear me will never out of my bones. I shall not fear fly blowing. So he says that I have been in such a condition since I saw you last. The last time I saw you, where did he see King Alonso the last time? That means he saw King Alonso the last time when they were in the ship. So he says, from that time I have been in a messy state. I have been in such a mess after that when I saw you for the last time. And I will never get, because he jumped into the sea to save himself. Na? So that is why he is saying that I fear me will never out of my bones. So I fear that I will never be able to get the salt which I acquired, because I was in the sea for so much, for such a long time. I was swimming to save myself. So I fear that I will not see. The sea water has a lot of salt in it. So I fear that I will never be able to free my bones. I have absorbed so much salt from the sea water that I fear that I will not be that will not be able to get out of my bones. I shall not fear fly blowing. And because I absorbed so much salt, I was drenched in sea water. I was absorbed so much salt from the sea water that I will have to never fear fly. Flies don't come over salty things, right? Don't sit on salty things, right? They come to things which are sweet, right? So that is what he says, that I will never have to fear fly again, because my bones have absorbed so much salt from the sea water that now the flies will not come and sit over me. So see, they will not make any sense because they are drunk. Sebastian, why? How now, Stefano? And then Sebastian wants to know about Sebastian. He says, Stefano, Sebastian wants to know about Stefano, and he says, and what about you, Stefano? What happened to you? Stefano, oh, touch me not. I'm not Stefano, but a cramp. Cramp, you remember that they were pinched and tortured so much by Prospero's spirit. So he says that, no, no, please don't try to touch me. Maybe Sebastian wanted to touch Stefano and ask. So Stefano says that, no, no, please don't touch me, right? I am just pain. I am no longer Stefano. I am just a heap of pain standing in front of you, because every part of his body was paining because of the pinches and the tortures which were inflicted upon him by those spirits. So he requests Stefano, no, no, I am not Stefano. I am just a heap of pain standing in front of you. So please don't touch me. Stay away from me. Please don't touch me. I'm just a bundle of pain. Prospero, you'd be king of the isle, Sirrah. So Prospero says, Are, you were the king of the island. You wanted to be the king of the island, right? You wanted to murder me and become the king of the island. Sirrah is an address, means a normally address to the servant. When you say, na, fellow, right? So it's like saying fellow. So, dear fellow, you wanted to be the king of the island. How come you landed yourself in such a terrible situation? Stefano, I should have been a sore one then. So Stefano says, if I would be a king, then I would be a king who is full of pains, right? Because I am at the present moment, I'm just a bundle of pain. I'm just a heap of pain. So, and if I become the king, then I would be a king who is full of pains only. Alonso, this is a strange thing as ever I looked on. So he says that this is again one of the strange things that I am looking upon. He looks at Caliban and says this, that this is one of the strangest creatures that I have ever come across in my whole life. I've never seen something as strange as this creature. And he is referring to Caliban here. Right? He pointing to Caliban. He points to Caliban and says this. I think we should stop here and continue further on the next turn. Thank you.